We continue our reading of God's Dream for You, The Chosen, a morning devotional by author Dwight K. Nelson. Today's reading, October 29, the God of the 11th Hour. But he answered one of them, "Friend, I'm not being unfair to you. Didn't you agree to work for 1 denarius? Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous?" Matthew 20, verse 13 to 15. Once upon a time, there was a farmer who needed day laborers to help him harvest his sprawling vineyards. So, early in the morning, he jumped into his rusty pickup truck and drove into town to the corner where all the migrants who need work show up. "You guys want some work? Jump in. I'll pay you the going rate for 12 hours. The farmer drove his battered truck, now filled with migrants, back to the vineyards, where they worked hard. 3 hours later, the farmer realized he had to have more help if this crop was going to be harvested by sundown. So back down the road in a cloud of dust he raced. And soon another pickup load of migrants joined the crew. Another 3 hours, and the farmer could tell he was still behind. So, for more help, back he drove to town, and another pickup load showed up in the vineyards. Finally, 1 hour before dark, the farmer mutters, "I've got to have more help, or we'll never get this done." And when he hurried back to town, he saw still more migrants standing on the corner wishing they had work. "Jump in, fellas. I need help, and I'll pay you what's fair." That evening, when the 12 hours of harvesting were through, the farmer instructed his accountant to begin with the last hired and pay the workers. With astonished eyes and gaping mouths, the 11th hour migrants watched as the accountant counted out a full day's wages for them. With glee, the migrants who'd been there from sunup did the arithmetic and concluded they were due a bonanza payday. But when they stepped up to the cash box, they were paid the identical amount as all the others. The place erupted in angry voices. Jesus put the words of today's text in the mouth of the farmer, and it's his punchline that catches us. "Are you envious because I am generous?" Matthew 20:15. Could that be our problem? Are we envious because God is so generous? How else can you describe this God who declares, "Come to me in the last hour of life, and I'll give you the same gift I gave to the people who walked with me all their lives"? No wonder when God does salvation arithmetic, you can't even count the numbers. No wonder heaven will be so full. That's why when God mobilizes the chosen, he mobilizes their hearts to be as generous as his, so that there is no human being on earth that they would not gladly receive into his kingdom. This concludes our reading today of God's Dream for You, The Chosen.